welcome to the Josh and Ashley Show. We have a guest with us today, Ashley. It's one of our dearest and most favorite friends.
Yes.
And it's singer, songwriter. I mean, he's got the whole works today. And he's going to be sharing his music and ministry in just a few minutes. But before he comes, we want you to get settled in, kick back, relax, get your feet propped up. Whatever you do, just prepare yourself for today's program. You're going to be glad you did. To learn more about the Josh and Ashley Show, how can they do that?
Sure, you can visit us on the World Wide Web. It's www.joshandashleyfranks.com.
Don't spell out dot. Just put the dot.
joshandashleyfranks.com. And anything that you need to know about us is there on our website. There's links to everything, our social media, information about our church and our family and all that. So come learn more about us.
Learn more about us and the Josh and Ashley Show and our special guest. And we'll tell you again more about that in just a moment. Hey, let's do this today, Ashley. You know, we always try to remember our heritage and where we come from. And we try our best by request to sing some of those grand old songs of the church. And so here's one we learned that's on page 113 in the Redback Church hymnal. It says, "Glory to His name." If you know this one, just chime on in and sing with us, all right? Here we go. Down at the cross where my Savior died, down where for cleansing from sin I cried, there to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. Oh, I am so wondrously saved from sin. Jesus so sweetly abides within. For there at the cross where He took me in, glory to His name. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. Well, history tells that two old-time preacher men wrote this song. If that be the case, you know they had to get a sermon in the song. Here's what they wrote. Come to this fountain so rich and sweet. Cast thy poor soul at the Savior's feet. Oh, plunge in today and be made complete. Oh, glory to His name. Everybody, glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood applied. Glory to His name. Hello and welcome back to the Josh and Ashley Show. We have a special guest with us today, Ashley, and he's one of your very favorite songwriters. Being a songwriter yourself, this guy's one of your favorites.
This man can tell a story in a song like nobody else.
Nobody can do it like our friend Mark Bishop. And he's here today on the Josh and Ashley Show.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to listen to you guys talk.
Well, we
could.
What do you want us to talk about, Mark Bishop?
Buddy. Yeah, well, that's what I was enjoying. My wife, if she were here, she'd be saying, "Who are they talking about?"
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Just some guy named Mark
Who's
Bishop.
that guy? He's a songwriter. My husband writes songs.
And a singer.
Yeah.
Are you a musician?
No, we're not much of one. I know just enough to chord out the songs to where I could, but I could never.
Piano, guitar,
sing,
which one?
Guitar, but some songs, as you're writing songs, you know, some are guitar songs and some are piano songs.
You're right.
And that really informs the rhythm, mostly, of songs, not necessarily the chord progression, but the rhythm of songs. And so I'll vacillate. I'll go back and forth between the two.
That's good. We're glad to have you on the show today.
Tickled to be here.
This
Love
is
you guys.
awesome.
You know, gosh, we've
we
been
do
friends a
you
long time.
too. We could talk all day about Mark Bishop, but let's just quickly.
Don't. I'm kind of tired of it.
Let's go to the front of this thing. Your wife, Carolyn, you've been married how long?
We've been married for 38 years.
And you got 2 daughters.
As a matter of fact, going on 39 years. By the time this airs, probably.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
this will be,
2 daughters.
2 daughters and 2 grandsons.
But that's what I was coming to. The happy days of the grandchildren here.
Man,
5 and 2?
One of God's greatest ideas ever was grandchildren. Everybody kept telling me before they got here, they said, you just wait till the grandkids get here. There's no love like it. And I got to where I was hearing that quite a bit, and I thought, well, I love my wife. I can't imagine loving anyone anymore. I love my 2 girls. I can't imagine loving anybody anymore. So it's just somebody new to love, right?
Yeah.
And they said, no, it's a whole new love, a whole new love. And I just dismissed that.
Yeah.
I thought, well, that's, they don't know what they're talking about. And then the guys got here, and I knew exactly what they were talking about. It's like there's this whole chamber of your heart.
And it changed
that
your world.
opens up. I'm telling you, until you experience it, there's this chamber of your heart that you don't know exists yet. But when the grandkids get here, it just opens up.
Well, I can promise you that those that are watching the Josh Nasher show today, they know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a whole new love. It's like God knew that you were going to need a booster shot by the time you got to this chapter of your life.
Wow.
And it's like, I've got a perfect pick-me-up for you. It's called grandchildren.
There it is.
And when
That's
they
why
get
they're
here,
so grand.
it completely changes your perspective on everything. It really does.
Wow. And then your music ministry, and this is... family is very vital, important to you, always has been.
Yeah.
You and your dad and your brothers sang for many years as the Bishops.
Yes.
And then you retired in the early 2000s, and you adventured out into a solo career, never realizing where it would take you and what would happen.
Absolutely.
But there was somebody behind that all along called Granny Bishop, right?
Well, back when we first started singing, we just sang in our little country church back home and had no ambition to go sing anyplace else. We attended a little country church, the South Urban Pentecostal Church of God, and we had services that would last from about 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Sounds like ours.
It sure does.
And that was our church experience. And Granny Bishop was that granny that was exactly what you would think would be going to the South Urban Pentecostal Church of God. She had the beehive hairdo and the thick granny glasses. And the thing that she loved most was getting to listen to her son, my dad, and us boys, her grandsons, sing. So me and Kenny and Dad would get up and sing, and she would just sit there and cry and praise the Lord. But as she got up in years, and Granny Bishop was a dear saint of God. She loved the Lord. If anybody, she was the prayer warrior in our family, in our church. If you needed somebody to get a hold of God, they called Granny Bishop. So I knew that she was in love with the Lord and Jesus loved her. But Granny Bishop got crippling arthritis the last couple of 2 or 3 years of her life, and she couldn't come to church anymore.
Wow.
So the thing that she missed the most was not being able to listen to us sing. So she gave my dad $500 for us to go to a local recording studio and to record some of the songs we've been singing at church. And we went over to Winchester, recorded some songs. I can remember that producer saying, now, Mr. Bishop, with your $500, we'll record your album. You'll also get a box of 100 albums and a box of 100 cassette tapes. I remember my dad saying, we just want one.
We just want one.
He said, well, it doesn't work that way. They've got a minimum on how many they'll make. So a couple of months later, we ended up with a box of albums, a box of cassette tapes, and we delivered some to Granny Bishop. We gave her a few to give to family, and of course for her to have her copy so she could still listen to us. Even as a youngster, before I knew much about the Lord, I always had trouble reconciling if Granny loves God so much, why is she in so much pain? When there are people that don't love the Lord that are living fine, and here's a saint who's really struggling. And I couldn't really reconcile that. But it just so happens that a local recording or local radio station got a hold of one of those albums and started playing it, WBFC in Stanton, Kentucky. And Dave Wilcox was up from Morning Star Records promoting the McCameys and Spencers and some of those groups. And he heard that song, a song on the radio, and said, who's that? And he said, it's the Bishops. And he called us up and said, would you guys like to come to Nashville and record an album with us? And so we did, and they sent songs out across the country, and we were just singing in our church, but now we were starting to get calls to come to North Carolina and Ohio and Pennsylvania and Texas and wherever. And we started singing. Before we knew it, we were singing on the Gaither videos and the Grand Ole Opry and Charles Stanley's church and John Hagee's church and any place that you could sing gospel music. God blessed us to be able to travel and sing.
No doubt.
And then one night we were singing over at the Atlanta Dome. It's one of the Bill Gaither homecoming concerts to 60,000 people. And we got up to sing our song. It was our turn to sing. And as we started to sing, I looked down and there was a little granny that was sitting on the front row with the tall beehive hairdo and thick granny glasses. And it just hit me like an epiphany. Like, you know, the whole reason that we're standing here and singing the gospel to so many people right now and have for all of these years to millions of people sharing the gospel, the whole reason that we ever did that was because my granny bishop had crippling arthritis.
Isn't that amazing?
And what Satan saw as hurtful and pain and spite and vindictive, God saw the same situation and said, but watch what I can do with it.
And he turned it around.
And he did something wonderful.
It's amazing.
And so that thing that I could never figure out, it's like it dawned on me. God can use all of us to do.
And he's used you greatly. I mean, in your years of solo ministry, it's just been phenomenal.
Well,
and we've sat back and watched it, and you've become a friend, and we're just so thankful at the way God is using you. And if you want to learn more about our friend Mark Bishop, you can go online, markbishopmusic.com, and you can find out everything you need to know about Mark Bishop. Well, I'll tell you what, talking about all this good singing and the way Granny Bishop loved to hear you sing, I think it's time. I think you need to sing for us.
I want to hear some.
All right.
You ready?
I think I can do that.
You think you can do this?
Well, I have for 38 years.
Do we need to pump and prime you up?
No,
Are you ready?
all right.
He's ready. Here we go. Mark Bishop, ladies and gentlemen.
Everywhere we look, we see people who are hurt, trying everything, but none of it is working. Satan's got them in the dark, lost as they can be. Well, maybe you're the lighthouse they were meant to see. You don't have to be a singer or a preacher. God needs all of us to be a soul reacher. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God needs ministers in every situation. Someone strong enough to rise to the occasion. It can even feel like life ain't even fair. And maybe there's a reason the Lord has put you there. But you can be a blessing to somebody, that's the reason. God needs ministers in every situation. There's somebody working on that old assembly line. There's somebody crying, though they say that they are fine. The doctor or the teacher or the lady at the store. Someone who is never walking through the church's door. Tell them about the Lord and all the things that he can do. Take your witness with you, don't leave it on the pew. God needs ministers in every situation. Someone strong enough to rise to the occasion. It can even feel like life ain't even fair. And maybe there's a reason the Lord has put you there. So you can be a blessing to somebody, that's the reason. God needs ministers in every situation. Someone strong enough to rise to the occasion. It can even feel like life ain't even fair. And maybe there's a reason the Lord has put you there. So you can be a blessing to somebody, that's the reason. God needs ministers in every situation. Whoa, so you can be a blessing to somebody, that's the reason. God needs ministers in every situation. Whoa, 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 yeah. He walked the Via Dolorosa and struggled just to stay upright. The beams were heavy on his shoulders, pushed along by Roman soldiers. Love could not give up the fight. They formed a cross and laid him on it. They drove the nails into his hands. Now some may see a broken spirit, all I see is love and mercy where the cross of Calvary stands. You can't say he didn't love us. You can't say he didn't love us. You can't say he didn't love us when he loved us from the cross. All the years that I spent searching to find that thing that's real and true, when all along the cross of Calvary was the price that he paid for me so that I could make it through. You can't say he didn't love us. You can't say he didn't love us. You can't say he didn't love us when he loved us from the cross. And he could have called 10,000 angels, oh, and reascended to his throne. But if he left the cross of Calvary, he would have to go without me, and I'd never make it home. So you can't say he didn't love us. No, you can't say that Jesus didn't love us. You can't say he didn't love us more than anybody's loved us when he loved us from the cross. You can't say that he didn't love us. You can't say that Jesus didn't love us. You can't say he didn't love us, not when he loved us from the cross. I've been your friend for a while, and I know you're hiding behind that smile, and you're keeping inside tears that should have been cried. You've been brave through this trial. You've been as strong as a stone against the stormy winds that have blown. But you have friends who care, more than willing to share. So don't face those troubles alone. Can I pray for you? Can I mention your name to the Lord? When I seek his face, I plead your case, 'cause that's what praying is for. I'll help you carry your cross and find the way when you're lost. If we'll let Jesus be true, I know that he will see you through. can I pray for you? I know that there'll come a day when I'll have trials and I'll need you to pray. Just like you've done before, you'll mention me to the Lord. Well, that's why I'm here to say, let me be there for you, and we'll divide all your problems by two, and very soon there'll be three, you and Jesus and me. Well, that's what friends are supposed to do. Can I pray for you? Can I mention your name to the Lord? When I seek His face, can I plead your case? 'Cause that's what praying is for. I'll help you carry your cross and find the way when you're lost. If we'll let Jesus be true, I know that He can see for you. So can I pray for you? Can I mention your name? Can I mention your name? When I seek His face. Because that's what praise is for. That's what praise is for. Oh, that's what praying is for. If we'll let Jesus be true, I know that He can see through. If we'll let Jesus be true, God is here and He can see you through. So can I pray for you?
Mark Bishop.
So good.
Josh Franks.
I'm telling you, you've blessed us today, my friend. Thanks for coming to be on our show.
Oh, it's my joy.
And making the time to be here. I know life is busy, your schedule's busy, so thanks for making the effort. If you want to learn more about Mark Bishop, you can find it all online, markbishopmusic.com.
That's right.
And they can get your merchandise, your product, your new CD.
Learn where I'm singing at.
Yeah,
Come
your
be a part of it. I know
itinerary.
that they would enjoy live concerts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't it great to be able to get back out?
It's wonderful. It's,
and to do live
after all this
concerts?
time, it's great. So make sure you go visit our friend Mark Bishop. Whenever he's in your area, you'll certainly be glad that you did. And the songs you've sung for us today, you've written all of these songs.
I love songwriting.
And
yes.
you've got one more for us, right?
All right, I can do that.
Can you do one more
Why,
for us?
sure, why not?
Now, this is a song I like because, you know, it's got the pep to it, you know. It's kind of got a little step to it. It's got a little whistle to it.
I've got a friend down in Alabama who called me up and he said, Mark, our pastor said something in church this morning, and he said, as soon as he said it, I knew you could write a song.
Oh.
And he's one of those preachers. He said, Brother Chris, I'm not a-looking for the signs. I'm a-listening for the call. Amen. And he said, Mark, you can write a song, and so I did.
You did. Let's hear it. Mark Bishop, thank you for watching the Josh Naxley Show today.
Thank you, guys. Now when I was a little boy, I heard about the last days. Some morning when the Lord will come again. And I remember how the saints of old sang about His coming. Guess I didn't think that much about it then. Soon the years took me far away and church became a memory. I lived my life believing they were wrong. But every day I live, I see those prophecies fulfilled. And by the signs of the time, I believe it won't be long. In the east on the cloud, He'll be coming for His children, and the monuments of sin will surely fall. I can see by take a look in the Bible, you'll read of war and famine. You'll read about when men will fall away. 2,000 years ago upon the pages that was written, but I'm telling you it sounds just a lie today. In the east, on a cloud, he'll be coming for his children, and the monuments of sin will surely fall. I can see by the word that the day is drawing nearer. I'm not looking for the signs anymore. I'm listening for the call. Even so, Lord, come. I can see by the word that the day is drawing nearer. I'm not looking for the signs anymore. I'm listening for